ฉันน่ะมันพังพินาศไปหมดแล้ว
Marriage is definitely not a walk in the park. While weddings are usually the ideal happy endings to every love story, there are dramas in which the marriage is intended, but a wrong bride is introduced instead. Here's a look at 10 substitute bride marriages dramas. Number 1. Mask. Byung Ji-suk has always had a hard life with her father, constantly going into debt and being chased by loan sharks. She desperately wants to know what life is like if she was born into a better family and didn't have to worry about money all the time. When a series of circumstances brings Ji-suk to Yoon-ha, a woman from a wealthy family who strongly resembles Ji-suk, she grabs hold of the chance for a better life and assumes Yoon-ha's identity and begins to love her elite life. She meets Min-woo, a chaebol heir who is mistrusting of the people around him. But when he realizes that Ji-suk is not like the other woman he has met, he is drawn to her. How long can Ji-suk keep up the carrot and hide her true identity? This is one of my favorite dramas of 2015. This is a drama shouldered by good acting and supported by a decent storyline. A good story about greed, revenge, family politics. Though it gets overbearing at times with all the politics, I'd recommend it at least for a one-time watch. Number 2. Padiwaradda. To show gratitude to her adoptive father, Rinrapi accepts to disguise herself as his real daughter and marry Saran to keep the promise their fathers had made in the past. Saran is a cold-hearted guy who suffers from his previous love. Although he knows that Rin's adoptive family has deceived him, he does not wish to return his bride since he gets to know her beauty and kindness. Love slowly grows, but soon their love is tested when Duangsavat, his ex-lover, returns to him, while Rin also feels guilty with the secret she is hiding from him. Padiwaradda aired first in 2016 and became one of the top watched lakon that year. It's set in the 50s era and has a charming and relaxing vibe overall. Bella and James' chemistry are totally explosive in this one. Their intense relationship from the start to the growing love to them being together is very beautiful. Number 3. She is the One. Posing as a sister to cover for a sibling's mistake several years ago, Yuan Yu has agreed to marry an ultra-rich business heir named Wen Jingchen, a man she has never met at the request of her family. But the wedding day gets off to a woeful start, and when she arrives at the wedding venue, she is horrified to discover that the only pictures out on display are photos of her. She is already getting cold feet, but to make matters worse, when Jingchen has been delayed by a meeting at work, leaving Yuan Yu waiting at the altar. She suddenly decides to make a run for it, evading everyone who tries to stop her. A car pulls up and she pulls the driver out and makes her escape, unaware that the vehicle is actually carrying Wen Jingchen in the passenger seat. This is a nice, light-hearted and fun-to-watch romantic comedy series. The actors did very well bringing their characters to life, and romantic chemistry between the lead couple is amazing. If you're looking for something light and fluffy and a sweet romance, then you should see this drama. It's nothing amazing, but it's still pretty cute. Number 4. Bride of the Century. Taein Group is the largest conglomerate in South Korea. The Choi family, who runs Taeyang, has supposedly been under a curse for 100 years that the first bride of the eldest son will always die. When the wealthy heiress Yang Yi-kyung disappears right before her wedding to chaebol heir Choi Kang-ju, Na Do-rim, a lookalike imposter, is brought in to take her place. But unlike the cold and calculating Yi-kyung, Do-rim is sweet and sunny, and Kang-ju falls genuinely in love with her. As the wedding plans progress, Kang-ju and Yi-kyung's mother both scheme and plot behind the scenes. This show has a very unique storyline with curse and ghost blend all together with multiple villains. The actors were great in their respective roles. Lee Hong-ki's portrayal of chaebol heir is interesting and very unexpected. Number 5. Perfect Couple. Youku Ling is on a mission to find her adoptive mother's son, which so happens that her adoptive mother's son is Jin Yuan Bao. Youku Ling finds her way into the capital and tries to find the birthmark that is shaped of a moon crescent on Yin Yuan Bao's body. She tries several ways to do it and eventually ends up in a hotel with Yang Xiao Yuan, Jin Yuan Bao's fiancée, which was an imperial decree from Empress Dowager. As Youku Ling and Yang Xiao Xuan are together, Jiang Xiao Xuan runs away from the wedding. As Youku Ling has no other choice but to marry into Jin Manor as Jiang Xiao Xuan, Jin Yuan Bao and Youku Ling fall in love, whereas Jiang Xiao Xuan meets Gu Changfen, which happens to be Jin Yuan Bao's best buddy and a doctor in Jin Manor. Jiang Xiao Xuan tells Gu Changfen that her name is Xu Er, and Jiang Xiao Xuan ends up in Jin Manor. As the four of them start to fall in love and deal with issues together, they have more problems than they thought. This is probably one of the fluffiest romance comedies. It's basically about a couple that coincidentally gets married due to some circumstances. The host is really good and matched the drama perfectly. It is an old series but absolutely love this drama, highly recommended. Number 6. Nobleman Ryu's Wedding. On a warm spring day during the Joseon dynasty, the wedding of Ryu Hoseon and his beautiful bride Wajin takes place. But come their wedding night, Hoseon becomes suspicious of his beloved, and with good reason, for his bride is a man. And now, Hoseon finds himself face to face with the bride's brother, Ki-wan, who explains that Wajin's loathing of political marriages drove her to disappear before the ceremony even began. Needless to say, Hoseon quickly tries to annul the marriage, but his ailing mother is opposed to such a move. The pair must now maintain their union, one that can never be revealed to a single soul. Number 7. Chef Fang. Fang Yishao is an orphan girl who is a talented chef but unwittingly gets forced to marry infamous young master Shen Yong as a substitute bride. Coincidentally, Shen Yong had inadvertently saved her from being kidnapped before, becoming her savior. With the culinary and martial arts skills, she wins the hearts of her in-laws and eventually Shen Yong himself. Yishao strongly believes in Shen Yong's good nature, contrary to rumors. Under her influence, Shen Yong changes his wayward ways to make a name for himself in the heartwarming and comedic story. Number 8. Jao Sao Gae Kat. Sairong doesn't want her sister Saifon to marry Tanupat and convinces her to run away. Now Sairong is in big trouble as she is said to be the replacement bride. What will she do? Number 9. Roy Marn. A lakon involving a forced marriage that wasn't meant to be. Bee's cousin should have married Mark, but the day before the wedding, her cousin was kidnapped by a guy who had loved her for years. He kidnapped her, assaulted her, got her pregnant, and thus everything changed. The young and bratty Bee had to take the place of a cousin because it was a marriage to erase a death. Her uncle owed money to Mark and his father. Since he can't use his daughter, he'll use his niece instead. Number 10. My Fake Wife. Tang Bei, instead of her sister, marries Jiang Jingchen, the eldest son of the Jiang family. Jiang Jingchen is rich and powerful, but he was paralyzed due to an accident. This made Tang Bei's half-sister Rong Mei reluctant to marry him. However, after seeing Jiang Jingchen's true face in Lushan, Rong Mei becomes attracted to Jiang Jingchen's appearance. She wants to return to Jiang Jingchen aside, so all kinds of insidious tricks occur. But at this time, Jiang Jingchen is already tempted by Tang Bei. Which of these series you found interesting? Please let us know in the comments down below. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.